attempt?
No, that is it. And there goes Norbert with the fatality.
Championship once again.
Oh! The champion has been
eliminated.
knocked
We're
out.
going to see a new champion. Oh, Aiden Cordova is moving on.
Aiden moves on. What a
He's eliminated Norbert Vale.
And we have just begun.
Oh, and a nice head kick. Is Jenner gonna move on?
Yes,
And
he
he
is.
does!
Yes, he is.
Brandon
with the win.
Brandon! What?
He knocked out the champ. That's
What?
wow.
For Mortal Kombat's very own Rich Divizio! Undisputed Bloody Wars Championship!
Oh, look at that.
And
Look at
vicious
that
combo.
slamming. That's literally.
The 60-hit combo.
But because of the fact that you eliminated Michelle in the Tekken 3 tournament, I have to avenge her L. So guess what? Don't take this ass kicking personally.
Sleeping on it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, he's not
Oh,
sleeping
and he doesn't!
Yep, not.
Steven
he's
Lucas
definitely not
is
sleeping
moving
on it.
on!
Gotta give it up to Michelle, though. For real.
Steven!
I do.
It is all over!
The return
Norbert
of
Vale
Norbert Vale,
is your
the champion!
Bloody Wars champion! Bloody Wars Nation. This is JP Pitts, your host of the Bloody Wars Tournament, and welcome to another episode of the Bloodcast. Yes, you're seeing it live, folks. I am wearing, hold on, the JP Mitchell wig is back. Never surrender. What's going on, folks? Good to see you guys here. Today is episode number 10. Today is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We finally have our Tuesday nights back, guys. Let's give a round of applause for Tuesday nights from now on. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, it is a great time. Well, give me one quick second. Stand by, folks. Stand by. Just stand by. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Let's see, who do we got in the stream chat? Iron Gorilla is in the stream chat. Or excuse me, that's Iron Gorilla's son. What's going on, Iron Gorilla? Drunk Gorilla. What's up, folks? Well, first off, I have some a little bit of a blooper. Sorry about that, folks. My dog could be, wild. First off, we have some exciting news, folks. It's unofficial for now, but I have finally achieved, for 5 whole damn years, I have achieved the Galloping Ghost House High for Mortal Kombat with an outstanding, let me tell you folks, an outstanding 21 million points for Mortal Kombat. It was a huge accomplishment that I've had on my resume right now. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. Now, the question is, why haven't we heard about it? Why is it still unofficial? Why is it still unofficial? Well, let me break it down to you guys. When you play the game, or if you're trying to attempt to go for the world record specifically towards this game, when you play the player one side and beat Reptile, it should give you 10 million points guaranteed. But due to a bug issue on the game, it only gives you 2 million points instead. And because of this, Doc and Tom are doing further research to ensure it is a safe score to verify. Thanks to GGA, Tommy Waffles, and Doc as well. Can't wait to make this score official. And we're taking over, folks. And I know it's not in my script, but I'm going to mention something real quick. So I feel like this is important because Team Bloody Wars is increasing almost every single day. We've already got our guys coming in, putting in scores. We've already got one of our guys working to get the world record for a specific game. We've already got one of our guys trying to do whatever it takes to get that world record. So, I will say this. Team Bloody Wars is here for one reason and for one reason only. And that's to take over. That's right, folks. We are here to take over business. So, every time, if you want to be part of our team, every time there's a fighting game in the arcade that you want to go for, you would pop in here and you would, get a hold of the game, whatever you want to do. Get a hold of it, achieve that world record, and we'll give you a souvenir to keep with you every time you come into the arcade. Because this is an opportunity for all of you fighting game players out there that want to be part of the Bloody Wars Nation. It's your opportunity to come over here to the Galloping Ghost and take over. That's our goal. With that said, folks, hopefully this will be verified soon. I hope soon because I've been patient. I don't know if I should go for it on Friday, but who knows? Who knows what it's set? Who knows what they're gonna bring up next? Next up, folks. Speaking of scores, former Galloping Ghost Gamer of the Year, Steven Lucas, made a return this weekend at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. He worked hard to get some hardcore scores towards his name and managed to get the world record in Dark Seal, one of the recent Galloping Ghost Monday Mystery games that we've had. Dark Seal, ladies and gentlemen, 104,300. I think that's what it says, right? Can't read that far. 104,300. And he was trying to get a score for JJ Squawkers. He's still trying to manage to get more points towards his gaming, So stay tuned for more updates on JJ Squawkers. That's if we have any. So, and speaking of Steven, it's official, folks. He'll be coming back to GGA to face off with the one and only JP Pitts for the Best of 7 challenge. The rubber match we've all been waiting for. That will happen. That will happen on July 21st, the weekend before the Power Stone Bloody Wars event. So, Steven, you're in here. You better train. You better train hard, my friend. That's all I got to say. This Friday, Norbert Vale and Damian Cordova the Cordova family specifically will be at the Galloping Ghost Arcade for some gaming and to take over some scores at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. So if you guys want to come in here and say hi to them, you want to say hi to them and, support them, now is your time. So this Friday, stop by the arcade and meet your lovely contenders. So now that we've got the news out of the way, let's kick things off to our events because, wow, this is a real change of plans. So instead of Devo versus GGA Shady at Galloping Ghost Arcade, they will now fight virtually in one of our Bloodcast episodes. That's right, folks. There's going to be an opportunity where you might see multiverses in this battle. There's probably going to be some Third Strike in there, and there's going to be a game that I might choose. So if you guys are interested, whenever the next Bloodcast episode will be, it'll probably be this event. Maybe next week or maybe the following. We'll see. Tune in for the dates. Next up, folks, after that event, we're going to be going towards the real deal. Power Stone, folks. The next Bloody Wars tournament, July 28th at 4 p.m. Sign up at www.bloody-wars-tournament.com for more information today. So, let me say this, folks. And like I said, the question is everywhere. Will JP Pitts participate in Power Stone on July? Will JP Pitts participate in the Power Stone tournament in July? Nah, I ain't participating in Power Stone. I'm not participating in Power Stone tournament. I'm not doing it. Why, you might ask? Because there's not even going to be a Power Stone tournament. What? What are you trying to say, JP? I'm saying that Evo, apparently word on the street, Evo will not be doing a Power Stone tournament at Las Vegas. So I would have went to Las Vegas for nothing. They had all the side tournaments, all the other roster of different games, but Power Stone is not. They're not going to release Power Stone in Evo. So, oh well. But for the Bloody Wars tournament, you'll have to find out. You'll have to see. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't know. But go to www.bloody-wars-tournament.com to sign up for this event and get your hands on the undisputed Bloody Wars Championship. The pre-show will be at 1 p.m. The pre-show will be at 1 p.m. I'm already seeing someone freaking out in the green room. So, with that said, all that is out of the way, there was some interesting podcasts that we did. For example, our last Bloody Wars Bloodcast was episode number 9. And from that event, we had our round table special. We had all of our roster members in here. People competing. Even though some of the members that are from the Galloping Ghost Arcade regulars, even the members that competed in Super Dragon Ball Z tournament. It was a huge event. We also had a press conference in there as well. But for this Bloodcast, this is going to be huge because my guest for this week made a huge impact in our last Bloody Wars event, which was Super Dragon Ball Z. And to those that didn't watch the event, you should, because it was a huge event to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, the man that destroyed the bracket in the whole tournament of Super Dragon Ball Z, he is your Bloody Wars interim champion. Give it up for Blaze Neo, Devo Peterkin. Devo.
Thank you.
What's going on, man?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. How you been today?
Been pretty good. Just been enjoying the weather, playing some fighting games like usual.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely got to take advantage of that for sure. Now that's cooling off over here.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Devo, for joining me here. We've already got, people coming in here and, just watching you do your thing. So, before we actually continue, we've already got Stephen Lucas in the stream chat. We got Damian Cordova and Jose in the stream chat as well. What's going on, folks? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I just want to ask you, man, like, since the Dragon Ball Z tournament, I guess after that event, how'd you feel towards that event? And, what was your reaction when you won the
honestly, it's actually pretty funny. So after the tournament, I was like, I guess I wasn't as like nervous or shocked as I usually would be in tournaments because I've been doing this for a good minute now, and it's actually exciting though. It was an exciting experience. It's just after the tournament, I was like, okay, that just happened. Like that really happened, and it was cool. Like I said during the tournament, it was cool to experience Dragon Ball down there, especially that specific game, Super Dragon Ball, because I heard that before Combo Breaker last year, that was the first time it was shown since 2008, 5 or something like that. So
yeah,
it was pretty cool. Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome. And we've had one of our regular guys in Bloody Wars. We've had one of our guys, literally purchasing the copy of the game with the PS2 in it just to get practice on it. And we've had people going to the arcade, paying $25 like once a week to get practice on that game. And,
man,
you came up on top. So just hearing that, how does that sound?
I mean, honestly, and not to sound cocky or anything, but I just knew I was winning that tournament. I just knew it. And beforehand though, so as one of the players in the top 3 spots said, there's like a community for this and everything. One of the top 5 players is in that community, and he just helps everybody. Like that's why I say you gotta join. A lot of people who play that game gotta join because man, he will sit down and make sure you have everything straight. And as far as setting the game up, as far as being good in it, and it's just like, man, it's really good. Like I never thought I was gonna be as good as I was until playing that. So it's really cool. It's exciting. But as far as your question, I just knew I was gonna win it. I just knew. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think there's an issue. Yeah, I think there's an issue going on. Like, can I hear you? Okay, I can see the chat, but I cannot. I cannot see everything else. Uh, hmm. Okay. I hope I'm back in. I cannot hear anything. uh, well, hopefully they can hear me. Well, can everybody hear me first off? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Uh, cool, cool. Everybody can hear. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna go with the question from Iron Gorilla. Right? How did I get started from fighting games? Um, the very first game. I guess I can explain the first game, and and then I guess I will go by competitive. Um, as far as first game, my very first game was Mortal Kombat 3. I can't remember if it was trilogy or if it was the original. I played that, and I remember I remember one of my guardians at the time. I think it was my cousin's dad or something, or maybe it was one of my aunties or somebody broke the disc to it because the game was too violent. But beforehand, I just remember being very scared of the game, specifically Nightwolf's fatality. Or I remember my brother picking Nightwolf, but he would knock me down from that pit stage with the spikes and everything. That's how that was my first game. As far as competitive, I started, I would say around 2015, 2016. That was when I first started. I started with Smash Brothers on the Wii U and 3DS, and then
We're sorry about that. There was an internet. That was a lot. My router went out at the last. Literally, best timing in the world.
Everything's good.
Yeah, everything's fine. My router went out. Best timing in the
Oh,
world.
okay. Yeah, but I was saying where I started with competitive fighting games. I was playing around 2015 to 2016 Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U and 3DS, and I was playing that game, and I was getting used to it and everything, and I got up with a friend of mine, a neighbor of mine, and I was like, "Hey, you know Smash?" He was like, "Yeah, I know this game. I love this game." Long story short, we played. I played him. He thought I was really good enough to go to the locals that was around the area, and I've been doing it ever since. So that's my little TLDR for competitive fighting games, and I just branch out to everything else like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, anything you could think of. So yeah, that's my little quick story.
Well, that's cool.
On
So
competitive
you're
fighting.
you're pretty much a fighter.
Oh yeah, so exclusively. In fact, I think it's a curse. It's like a lot of the people I play games with, they all be like, "You're gonna need to expand your horizon more," and I'm like, "Yeah, true, but will I do it right now? No. Will I do it a week from
Especially
now?
if you're enjoying
No.
it. Especially if you're enjoying what you're doing, you know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah." Mhm.
So go ahead.
I mean, I love them. I love them. Like, there are games that I play on the side or whatever, and that I really enjoy, like Final Fantasy X. I love that game. That game is one of the games I grew up with. One of the first games I probably fell in love with. But fighting games are everything to me. I love them.
I love to hear that, man. So yeah, speaking of fighting games, I wanted to ask you before my router cut it off. So Super Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Z. One of the questions I asked you after you won the belt was you had to bother your grandma just to play the game. Is that like one of your favorite games, or was that one of your first fighting games that you played?
So it is far from one of the first fighting games, but specifically, so how that came about, how I first played the game was I was like, I can't remember exactly, but I just remember my grandma going to GameStop. Maybe I think I bothered her to go to GameStop, and when we went, there was like a buy one get one free deal going around, and so I bought what was it, Budokai 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, and I got Super Dragon Ball for free. Or maybe it was the other way around. Either way, I got those games, and I came back and played them. Super Dragon Ball Z specifically was a game that was close to even the other people in my family, because my cousin, she even to this day, I remember telling her, like, recently playing. I was playing, and she was like, "Oh, what you're playing?" I'm like, "Super Dragon Ball." She's like, "Isn't that the game with the customization and the cards and stuff?" I was like, "Wow, you remember this after all these years." But yeah, that's kind of really just a quick story of how I got the game, because I went to GameStop and I bothered my grandma to get it, and I just got it. Before that, I was been playing a bunch of other games, but just one of the many games in the roster, and I loved it.
So, if you don't mind me asking, because you look really young. How old are you?
Thank you, first off. And second, I'm 22, turning 23 in August.
Oh wow, you're almost my age. I'm turning 22 this year.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
Yes,
that's
sir.
crazy. Awesome, love it. Let's invite you to smoke a cigar with me one of these days. That's cool. So okay, so pretty much, so you say you're a huge fan of these fighting games, and you have been for almost your entire life.
Yes, sir.
Have you thought about contending for Combo Breaker? What's that like?
I actually did attend the Combo Breaker. My very first one was probably 21, 22, I think. 2021, 2022. That was the first Combo Breaker I went to, and I've been going ever since. So, yeah, I didn't miss last year's. I didn't miss this year's. Man, I've been going. So, and as far as competing, I think the first one I competed in was no, I competed in all of them except for this year, because of the price change. I thought, because of how high the price was, I thought I was getting a competitor's badge, but it was a spectator badge. So, and they weren't doing any of the smaller events that I was, familiar with. So I did not enter, but yeah, I didn't enter anything. So that's unfortunate, but I still had a good time though.
That's cool. That's cool. You're probably hanging out in the convention area. That's probably what, if people were to go to like Combo Breaker, they probably go to like the convention side of it. But no, I hear you. Just hang out and chill.
Mm-hmm.
So Have you thought about doing fighting, like playing fighting games competitively? Because, it sounds like you've had a huge, like I said, you have a huge resume towards that.
Yes, I have actually. Competitively, like for like going
Professionally,
out
I
for the
guess.
tournament. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've thought about it for years. That's in fact one of my goals. It's just people are so good, man. It's so hard.
Oh, absolutely.
It's fun out here, man. It's hard. Yeah,
I hear
it's
that.
really hard. Yeah, it's very hard. But
Especially,
I think about it all the time.
no, yeah, especially if you're trying to go for a game, like they're all different. Especially like all fighting games are different. Depending on
Dude,
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter is crazy.
they're so different. Like, oh my God. Matter of fact, I was playing Street Fighter earlier, and
Mhm.
I was thinking back. I was talking to my group, saying every game has their shtick, has their main thing. Street Fighter was, I guess, their footsies and their supers, because I guess I don't think they originated supers, but they have supers. Mortal Kombat, what was it? Tekken was their like sidestepping and stuff, and we was looking like, what's Mortal Kombat? And I guess it would be the block button. Like it had a block button.
Yeah.
And with that being said, everything, just like you said, they're all different. Sidestepping is not something you can say in Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. The block button is not something you can say in Street Fighter and Tekken. Supers is not something until later on you can say with Mortal Kombat and Tekken. Like they all have different stuff going for them, and even if they all have the same stuff, they're still vastly different in many ways. So they're all just so different, and it's kind of hard to keep up with at times. Definitely is. So yeah, that's
So
really hard. And on top of that, the biggest thing is Street Fighter, for an example. You have the entire world you're going up against. Like they got
right.
circuits and stuff. You're fighting everybody. You're fighting people from Japan. You're fighting people from America. You're fighting people from France, Italy, you name it, they're there. So
Sure. I love it.
yeah, it's crazy.
So, which game would you say would be one of your favorites? Because they're all different. So, if it's a Mortal Kombat series you're into, or like the mechanics, I guess, with Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, which one would be your favorite?
I would have to go back to my roots competitively, and that would be Smash Bros. I love the engine and the movement and the free form style of Smash Brothers. I just love it. That's my number one favorite. But if I had to choose a traditional fighter, it would be more so the faster paced games. Like it's a tie between Guilty Gear and Marvel. It would be a tie between them. Yeah. But all time favorite will have to be Smash Bros. Specifically Smash Brothers Melee.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I see that. I can dig it. Well, that's probably one of the reasons why you like multiverses.
Oh yeah. I fell in love with
There you
that
go.
game day one.
Oh yeah, because that's the same Smash Brothers kind of thing, like type of mechanism. Sorry about my dog.
No problem.
So yeah, so tell us a little bit more about your experience with multiverses.
Well, like I said, day one, fell in love with the game. But even before that, the for the release of the game, like up and coming, I was very into it. This was around the time where everyone was like, "Oh, we need a new Smash Score. What's going to be the Smash Score? Because Smash Bros is coming to an end quickly, and what's going to be the Smash Score? Will anything kill Smash?" So, me and all my people were like really hyping it up, and we was talking about who we're going to play and who we're going to main. And I was looking at the starting roster. Shaggy had my interest for a good while until I saw Tom and Jerry. When I saw him, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm locked in." So when the game came out, I played Tom and Jerry, and I just fell in love, man. It's Smash Bros, but more Smash is already a free-form style of game, and a multiverse kicks that sucker up to like 1,000. Like, you can cancel in ways Smash can't. You can recover back to the stage in ways it can't. Like, the game is really good. The combos are all cool, and I'm not a person who really likes to play team games in general. And this is one of the few games where I'm like, oh, this is good. This is like they made the marketing for the game for teams, and I was all down for it. I love it. It's all good. Whether it's 1v1, 2v2, whatever the case is, it's good. So yeah, I love it.
It's awesome, man. I mean, I remember playing Multiverse for the first time, and it was kind of recently, actually. One of the trying to think back into Cartoon Network style. So like they had like I played with that was it a banana guard from Adventure Time? I guess that would be his name.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but I just love the hell out of that character. Like he's like so easy to work with. The timing and the execution on his moves are like on point. So
very good character.
So what'd you think about LeBron James? I'll say that much.
It's funny you say that because this was like an unwritten rule I have for myself. I don't know why. This is just random, but since King of Fighters or any game, if it's a character with a basketball, for some strange reason, I'm gonna play him. I don't know why. I have no clue why. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I just play him.
Play basketball?
LeBron James. I used to a little bit, but I'm not playing it now. I used to play baseball as well, but yeah, I'm not playing either of those now. And yeah, LeBron James was that character. I day one I was playing LeBron James. Mm-hmm.
If there was a preference, if Michael Jordan was in there, who would you go towards? This is a test.
Say that again.
If this is a test, this is a right or wrong answer. If there was two basketball players, LeBron and MJ, who would you go with?
I'll have to go with MJ. I'm gonna have to go with MJ.
That's the right answer. The right answer. He's a real one. He's a real Chicagoan right here, folks. We got a real one.
I remember my parents and everybody telling me too all about him and how the struggles that man had to go through just playing, all the abuse and everything before they changed the rules to fix all that. It was crazy. It was insane.
Yeah, they can't keep up with the man. He was
they did all the heinous activities they could. He still kept going, pushing through. Crazy. He's a legend.
Not to mention, he was in the original Space Jam movie. And
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Right. They have full rights to that and everything. So just saying NetherRealm. Just saying NetherRealm. Just saying. Especially if NetherRealm's from Chicago too. Like you can't screw that up.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that I mentioned that because I was gonna say that would be one of your games to pick in the head-to-head battle that we have going on. So me and GGA, well, before we even get to Shady, what are your thoughts on him? Because I know you guys been talking for a while.
I don't know too much outside of him saying that he played a bunch of games, and one of the games he really messed with, at least from what I got, was Multiverse, and he was talking quite a bit about it. So that's why I even mentioned it. I was like, okay, we can try to play Multiverse, and yeah, and I was surprised to hear with what we were talking about. I was surprised to hear Third Strike. So yeah, it's interesting. And it's funny, actually, that day before that tournament, I was playing Third Strike and Alpha 3. So when he said Third Strike was his game, I was like, oh, yeah, Alpha 3 is the game. I only mentioned Multiverse just because we was talking about it and how much we both liked it. So, but, yeah, Third Strike and Alpha 3 were the two games that I was playing right beforehand. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm already warmed up for this.
Oh, absolutely. You gotta be. Especially if it's Third Striker Alpha. No, those are the popular games for sure. So, yeah, me and him were talking a little bit about it. It would be cool for like the podcast to, hype it up a little bit where we have a championship match in one of our podcasts, and you guys can do it in your own comfort in your own home.
Mm-hmm.
So, Multiverses might be up there, and we could do like Third Strike. That would be his type of game. So, that we could work with that. Going back into the Dragon Ball Z tournament, I know you guys, you're going up against 16 people in that tournament, which is pretty huge. Who would be your toughest opponent in that bracket?
Definitely. Let me think. I think the top two after me, because it was me first place, and it was Pogo, and then who was the third player again?
Norbert, former Bloody Wars champion Norbert.
Yeah, those would definitely be the guys. Mm-hmm. They
Nice.
were a problem.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, and I was wondering who put you down to losers? Like
Pogo did. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like, he was killing everyone. He was like top of the bracket for a while, and you put him in the losers in the grand finals. So that was pretty huge. So
and fun fact, he is the first person I've ever done a bracket reset and won the set off of that too. So yeah, he's
he was your first one.
Yeah, he was my first bracket reset win. I've never done that before.
That sounds awesome, man. You guys, have you guys met before? Because you guys, you did mention that you were in the Dragon Ball Z Discord server together.
We technically have not met before, but we were in the Discord and we would play. So we played each other before. We just haven't met until that tournament. Sure.
Got it. All right. Well, it's fun. I'm glad. Well, no, I'm glad that you mentioned that. If there's anybody out there that's like interested in Dragon Ball or any fighting game for that matter, do you have full access to all of those in the Chicago area for Discord?
I wouldn't say all of them, but I would like to, as well as I'm trying to, like if I have the ability to like teach or do whatever, or like, join them and try to learn myself, I would want to do that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So because I'm getting everybody in Chicago in here. So I think you knowing and getting experience off of these fighting games, I think you'd be a huge example of why we need people like you in our organization. So welcome to the team. So I'll say that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Glad to be here too.
Of course, man. We've already got the community loving you. You got fans already, Devo. You got fans.
I would hope so.
Absolutely. It's a dream come true. So after that event that we've got for the Bloodcast, which is you versus GTA Shady, the next Bloody Wars tournament will be on July 28th, and that event will be Power Stone. So, have you played Power Stone, or are you familiar with that game?
I am familiar with Power Stone. I have not played it, and I know I would a lot of the time call myself a fighting game god or whatever, but in reality, I don't play quite a grip of these other games. I tune into them more than I do play them, and I will want to play them more. So Power Stone is interesting. When I heard it, I was like, okay, I know off rip what Power Stone is, but I haven't played it. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, it's an easy game to get access to. So either you have a Dreamcast at home, or you can come to Galapagos Arcade and play the game, or you can get your own ROM And I think they do have like a Dreamcast emulator in there as well. Or you could play off of Fightcade. That's another
Right.
option as well. How do you usually, if there was a tournament, let's say, I don't know, Street Fighter Alpha 3 tournament, how would you practice that? How would you practice that game? Would you come here to practice it, or do you have like a backup plan?
I would definitely play it through Fightcade or through my little fighting game group I have. I play some of them. They play Alpha. Like before the tournament, I was playing Alpha 3 and Third Strike. I was playing with the boys. So now I can get my practice through them or through Fightcade.
So you have your own little group and everything. That's awesome. Got some opponents. You got some punching bags to get through.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Fightcade, oh god, just the other day I was playing it, Alpha 3. I ran into a guy, if you know that character, the ninja character in Final Fight, who's in Street Fighter, fighting against him, and it wasn't looking too good. Not to say that I was bad, but that character was stuffing out a lot of my buttons. So labbing is the name of the game, and understanding. Labbing and understanding definitely is the name of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that sounds about right. So let's say, yeah. So if it was would you be interested in joining the Power Stone tournament? Like I said, July 28th at 4 p.m.
If I'm able to, yeah. If I'm able to, definitely. Like if I'm able to, and what I mean by able to, if I'm able to go in general, if I'm able to get some practice in, get some games in, yeah, I would be down to join it.
Awesome. That sounds like a plan. I mean, there's really not much to it. The cabinet itself, you got yourself a 3-button layout. It's in a triangular form. You've got the middle button to jump, the red punch and kick, and that's all it is to it. And what you have to do to get an advantage towards your opponent is collect all 3 power stones and level up and destroy your opponent. So it's pretty. It's simple. It's like it's simple enough. So
Okay.
So yeah, that's that. But yeah, man. So how do you? So how? I guess my next question would be, what would be your? So if you got your eyes set towards like in the big leads of fighting games, what would be your goal? Like if you had a plan to conquer your way towards the big leads, like professional ones, like Evo, for example.
Mm-hmm.
How would you try to like get there? What would be your plan like?
Honestly, I would. You see, my goal is to try to be as good as many fighting games as I can, and I would try to. I will also would want to show as many people that fighting games are cold and you got to get into them, man. Like people, and that even for smaller communities, it's a thing to get into. Like it's not completely dead if you put even just a little support into it. Like for an example, Dragon Ball. That game is one of the smaller community games. Super Dragon Ball Z specifically. That game is a smaller community. Even some other games like the Budokai series, they have smaller communities, but they're still just as alive. And so for my goal, it would be to be at the top with everyone else and to try and teach a bunch of people fighting games and help with bringing people to fighting games as well. That's definitely one of my goals.
Absolutely. So, just quickly update and top of the league. Speaking of top of leagues, you're already there with Bloody Wars. Your only goal that you had to accomplish is being shady for the real undisputed championship. If you had the belt that's like the king of the throne, like if you have the throne in your hands, what would that be like for you?
Honestly, I I don't know, man. Like, first off, it would be just good just to win that title. Like, I was thinking too after the tournament, I was telling all the boys and everything what happened, and they was like, I was telling them the rules of like it's not over yet because I got to defend the title and everything. They was like, oh dang, man, you better get the practicing. You got to keep your title up, and I'm like, oh god. So that's yeah,
once you are the hunter, you are the hunted.
Yeah, man. Like, man.
No, but yeah, dude,
yeah. So, but like, it's interesting. Like, I was thinking, like, to be able to do that would be just cold. Like in general, like. This is all new to me, first off, because when in all the years I've been playing in the small locals, I can say I have experience, but to be at a top placing, like even around like what top 5, is more on the newer side to me, which is pretty cool. And I would like to stay up there. So winning this title would be really good. It would be really good.
No, absolutely. Everything that comes with it, like being part, like the top of the leagues, like that. I don't know how you're gonna hang that big. Do you have the belt with you right now? The interim belt?
I do.
Let's see it.
Oh, you gotta see it?
Yeah, let's see it for the stream.
All right, got you. Hold on just a second. I got you.
You're good. Take your time. So. Sorry about the internet connection, folks. It was like I was trying to question him, and then like both of our screens froze. I'm like, what's going on? And then it's just like, oh, I don't know. I do want to clarify something real quick. Bloopers happen at Bloody Wars. Who cares? There was a few people that didn't like what happened in the behind the scenes with the pre-show. Just change the channel if you don't like it. That's it. With that said, all right, let's see it.
You got the belt right here.
Yeah,
belt.
Woo! He's got it.
The nice little belt. I can turn on the light for better. What's his name?
Where do you keep it at?
So, I actually have a nice little. I hang it up. I have this a little rack for it. So sure. Yeah, but I definitely keep it up.
Sure, absolutely. Do you stream your do you stream your gaming at all? Like, have you tried to do that?
I do not. That's another roadblock I gotta get through. Like another thing. It's just because of like I don't know. I guess maybe too noisy at the house or whatever, or rather like better. Not just that, but like the main problem is like video equipment. Like I would want to have higher quality stuff so that I can put my stuff out there. But yeah, I don't really stream my stuff. I have videos out, but it's nothing big. So
have you thought about doing it though?
Oh yeah, definitely have. Definitely thought about it.
what would be your what would be one of your first games that you would play for streaming?
Good question. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know. It's whatever I can play at the time, I guess. I would definitely like if the plan, if I had everything in line and I was able to do it like right now or something like that, it would be to, I guess, announce the plan, saying like what's the goal here, what's the plans, like what the schedule will be like, and to just put it out regularly, like one game at a time. Have probably tutorials, probably of course matches, all type of stuff, man. I'll do it for any game, and I can probably, I don't know, have people request too what game they will want to see more in the lineup. But yeah, whatever game I'm playing, like I guess again at this very moment it would be like Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1, Tekken 8, one of those few games.
Cool to see. We already got Norberville in the stream chat already. He just tuned in. The man that gave you a hard time with the Dragon Ball Z tournament. At least one of those guys.
Yeah.
No, but like, so yeah, I mean, you know, this is awesome having you into our YouTube channel. I think this is a good place to, you know, wrap things up with. Is there, before we close things off, is there anything you want to say to the public or anyone that's watching this or anyone that's tuning into the channel right now?
Man, I can't say anything but to play fighting games and find your safe space in fighting games. They are really, really fun, man. So cold. I just love fighting games.
Yeah, we love seeing you play fighting games, man. I mean, we're here. You've come to the right place.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, Devo, for coming in here, representing Bloody Wars as always. We wish you nothing but the best with the Bloodcast. We will rearrange everything for you and get you on the right path of the game, and you know, wish you good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and best of luck with all your endeavors with, you know, DGA as well.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we'll be in touch, Stevo.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Good seeing you, man. That was Devo Peterkin, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze Neo, your interim Bloody Wars champion. I think either the following week we will see Devo versus GGA Shady for the undisputed Bloody Wars championship. But next week, folks, in the Bloodcast, we've got Steven Lucas versus Damian Cordova. There's going to be a best of 7 challenge in the Bloodcast. Uh-oh. I think Steven Lucas has got something to say. Do you guys want to see Steven Lucas come in here before we close things off? Let me know in the stream chat. Do you guys want to see Steven Lucas real quick? Because I think he's got something to say. You know, we love having Steven over here. He's touring. He's touring. Like, he's already getting himself into Missouri Con, I think. I think that's what it's called. All right, I've already got one yes. So let's just do it. Got Steven Lucas in the stream chat. What's up, Steven?
Okay, so it's called the Missouri Game Con, by the way.
Okay, Missouri Gaming Con. So you're going to Missouri.
Well, yes, just crossing the river in the St. Louis area. So, Fightcade. So you gave me a list of games, and I had to throw out one of them because it's not even in Fightcade. Tekken 3 is not in Fightcade. It's got some crappy homebrew Genesis version, which the buttons don't seem to work correctly. So,
I was going to get to that. So the games would be Mortal Kombat 1, Third Strike, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and what else did I say?
Marvel vs. Capcom,
and SNK.
Vampire Saviors.
Yep.
Now, Capcom versus SNK I had to throw out because I'm having a problem with the Flycast emulator, which is what it's running off of. So I had to substitute the Neo Geo version of SNK versus Capcom. And the last game, I've suggested WWF WrestleFest as a classic arcade fighting game.
Sure. Sorry, my thing cut off.
Damien wanted to do Guilty Gear X, but it's running on the Flycam emulator, and I'm having problems with it.
Oh, so you guys are talking about this.
Controller. Yeah, the Flycast emulator is for the Naomi hardware games.
I see. Okay.
I'm trying to map the controller. It's not working. Or I must be doing something wrong because I got this thing here.
I see.
So I had to
Well, I'm glad you guys are talking about this, so it makes it easier for you guys. Well, that's that. I mean, we'll be seeing different games going. Oh, look at this. We've got Hater Shack in the stream chat. He's got Flycast as well. All right, good to know. Good to know.
Well, that's integrated into Fightcade. But, yeah, I'm having issues. Because I've never used it.
We'll make this work. We'll make this work. Well, are you practicing for Power Stone? Are you no, better question. Let me rephrase.
Well, let's get some clarification here.
Hold on.
Earlier in this podcast that Power Stone wasn't happening.
Hold on. Yeah. All right, hold on. Dave,
you're confusing everybody here.
Before I get to that, let's get Damien Cordova in here because he just joined us. What's up, Damien?
What's up, guys?
So, to answer Steven's question, me and Norbert had a discussion like last night about Power Stone being in Evo, and, like a side tournament. And according to Norbert Vale, there's no Power Stone in Evo. So that's what I meant by you're not going to see me play officially in Evo because there's not even going to be a Power Stone tournament. So that's what I meant.
Or what? Talking about Galloping Ghost?
No, Evo. Do you not know what Evo is?
I don't know everything, JP.
So Evo, okay, so I don't know if you
every little thing that goes on in this world.
So Evo is the biggest fighting game organization in the world. And
I'm having some audio issues. I'm going to step out and go back in.
What'd you say, Damien? Oh, okay. So what'd you say?
I'm not, okay. The Fighting Game League, yeah, I'm not privy to Evo or at least pay much attention to them. There's this chatter about running to Las Vegas or something.
Yeah, so Evo, like I said, Evo is the biggest fighting game organization in the world. And that's taking place in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
So there was rumors that they're going to do a side tournament and like a side tournament bracket, and one of those games, from what I've heard, was Power Stone.
Okay.
And according to Norbert, it's a lie. It's a scam. So that's what I meant by you're not going to see me playing Power Stone at Evo because there's not even going to be a Power Stone at Evo.
Okay. Now I know what's going on. You decided to dodge the question again by talking about Evo instead of the tournament at the Galloping Ghost Arcade.
Pretty much.
Another cop-out.
Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I'm having audio issues. Bear with me.
No, you're good. You're
I can
good.
hear you. I can hear you, Damien.
Yeah, we can all hear you.
All right. I'm going to ask you point blank. Are you or aren't you going to play Power Stone at Galloping Ghost Arcade in your own tournament on July 28th? Yes or no?
I will be playing Power Stone in July 28th. If anyone wants to play me anytime, that's cool before the tournament. That's fine.
In the tournament.
Oh,
So you're
in the tournament. Oh, in the tournament. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Another cop out.
I don't know. It's like
what's the how hard it? You keep asking me, am I gonna be in the tournament or not in the tournament? And I can come up with an answer when I figure it out, but I can't believe you're having this much trouble coming up with an answer.
Well, I mean, here's the difference. I'm running the tournament,
I know you're running the tournament. That's not the first time anybody's ever played in the tournament that they've run. Dan Perez does it all the time.
Does he? I haven't seen him. Well, no, that's not true. He does play in the tournaments, but not like competitively, though, no?
He's got. I think it is a competitive tournament, aren't they?
Israel Bahina's in the stream chat. What's going on, Israel? Yeah, he will be in the tournament as well. What's up, Danny? Can you hear us all right?
It's really low, but yeah, I'm having some issues with my earbuds connecting.
Don't go without earbuds. Just go off the audio on the phone.
Yeah, let me see if that helps.
Plus,
Can you hear me all right?
2, 3.
No,
I can hear you
it's
perfectly.
still playing through the phone audio.
We can hear you perfectly fine.
All right, you can hear us now?
Barely, but all right, I'm still listening.
Okay. So we have our own little Fight Cave Best of 7 challenge, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
do.
Any comments?
How
are we gonna do it?
I'm sorry. Say that again. My phone audio just went back up.
When are we doing this?
I feel like it would be good. It'd be next week.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, next week is good for me.
Next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same time as ever, 6 p.m. So
are we good with the 7 games?
I was gonna say, because Steven brought up a good point. Just go with the games that you guys are comfortable with. I know, Mortal Kombat 1, it's like easy to get. Or Third Strike's pretty easy. Any other games, up to you guys. I don't care.
I managed to get 5 of these installed in Fightcade. I had to use a different system for SNK versus Capcom. Just flip the names around. So the Neo Geo version works. The other one's a little flaky. Tekken 3 is not available. I suggested WWF WrestleFest as a oddball, but not as an oddball, a classic fighting game that everybody's familiar with and everybody loved back in the day.
Okay.
What do you think?
All right, so that we're down to one more that we need.
No, we have 7. We have all 7. Unless I missed something.
Let me take a look at the.
We have all 7.
Okay.
You're pointing
I
at
mean, that's cool with me.
I can't hold my
You're good, Steven.
And just I should have looked at my own fingers.
All right, so Damon's good with that. Steven, we're good. All right. No, I think we're good off of that. So next week, folks, Damien versus Steven Lucas, best of 7, live.
Another question.
What's up?
What order are we playing these?
What's up?
What order are we playing these games? Or are we just drawing numbers
I'll
to
find out.
determine
We'll figure
which
it out.
team plays first, and then
I'll figure it out next week.
and Jose played all 7 games, even though Jose won the series 6-1.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Okay. Israel wants to play me as well. Shocking.
Well, before all that, I mean, Damien, I love Damien, so I'll let him get his first dibs. But afterwards, Steven's mine. We got to do this, Steven.
If there's any of him left for you to get.
Oh, damn! Oh my God, that was brutal.
Well, you might be facing this little monster.
The crash. Yeah, you're gonna get a piece of them. Oh my God, that's
the lion is out. Little tiger.
He's a tiger, all right. Vicious attack cat.
Steven, you're popular, man. Everyone wants a best of 7. Even Norbert wants a best of 7 with you.
We're gonna have a tournament of the best of 7s. I don't know.
Oh my God, everyone wants to do a best of 7.
3, 4 people so far.
Oh my God.
Now, where's the animation? I sent you the animation. Go ahead and throw that one up there.
We're not using my screen. We're not using my full name.
Oh, is that right?
JP
Oh, so I
Pitts.
gotta change it.
Yep.
Why'd you say that earlier?
I didn't know.
We already know what J stands for.
Well, I don't know. It might be.
We all know what the J stands for. I don't know what the P stands for.
Just playing with you, Steven. That's what it means. Just playing. Oh, but that's that. I mean, I'm glad we got this situated. And then Damien, you're gonna be coming out on Friday, so that's gonna be cool.
Yes, I will be there.
Then Norbert will be there as well, so we'll be seeing you guys then.
All right.
All right, see you later.
All right, I'll see you later.
All right, see you, Steven. No, we're good.
All right.
All right, folks. That wraps up for the podcast today. So, like I said, tune in next week for Steven Lucas versus Damian Cordova in the Best of 7 challenge. Wait, we gotta ask Steven, who's your next? I forgot to ask you. Who's your next guest for this week?
I am taking the week off due to the holiday.
Oh yeah, happy 4th of July.
It's fireworks. Although they are predicting a 90% chance of rain for July the 4th. What a shocker! And this turkey's now trying to take over everything again. This idiot.
So
trying to rip the modder down. This dimwit.
I guess next week, when are you gonna? What was it gonna look like?
This goofball. He wants to play with your face. He wants to play with your face, Josh.
I don't know why.
Ready to get at you.
So so who do you got for next week then?
No, I don't have anybody lined up yet. I gotta go.
Okay.
You know, it was like Tuesday of last week I got my guest. So I'm gonna be asking around. I got errands to do, but I got till this weekend I will announce it hopefully this weekend. Who's calling out JP? Oh, Israel wants you in a best of 7 now.
It's not. I'm telling you guys, I'm that vicious in fighting games. I'm that vicious in fighting games. I don't think you guys want to do this. I don't know. I might go against.
You know, if I'm playing, why should I have all the fun? If you
No one should have any fun at all.
Against you on, I guess, July the 24th.
No one should have any fun with Power Stone.
What?
No one should have any fun with me in Power Stone. I'm that vicious. It's not even going to be fun at all. It's just going to be a brutal beatdown. No one's going to have fun. That's what I like about Bloody Wars. Everyone having fun. You know?
Well, if you draw a Power Stone out of the hat for the best of 7 challenge again somehow, then yes, you're gonna have a leg up on the whole daggum series.
Well, unless if we pull NFL Blitz 99.
Well, NFL Blitz 99 is not in the fighting game, not in the best of 7. We won't have the sub for Blitz 99 rule this time around.
Oh, come on. You got to have it. Love football.
One Blitz in the drawing. Okay, fine. I'll have to pick a game to sub it. I guess if a game is not available, then Blitz 99 will be substituted in. How about that?
What are you asking?
For our best of 7 challenge, if a game is drawn and the game is not working, Blitz 99 gets played.
We'll see. We'll see.
I mean, that's fair.
Well, what if we did
The chances of playing Blitz 99 or drawing a game that's not working is pretty good.
Or okay, I guess. Well, we'll talk. We'll talk, Steven. I'll take it. Take care. I'll see you later on.
All right.
All right. Like I said, folks, tune in next week for Damien versus Steven. Next week on Tuesday. That's going to be a fun match to watch. And then the following week, hopefully we'll be seeing Devo versus GGA Shady for the undisputed Bloody Wars Championship. Until next time, this is JP Pitts, your host of the Bloody Wars Tournament. For more information on how you can sign up today, visit www.bloody-wars-tournament.com. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this stream, and we will see you in the next one.